Hi, this is Dr. Patrick Sullivan again, talking this morning about number bonds and subtraction. So you can see that we have 4 tens and 1, or 41 in front of us, and we want to take away 8 units. Well, you can see that there's not 8 individual units, so what we're going to do is we're going to take away that 8 from a 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this over here. So now we have 31, and we're going to take away 8. So we can break that off. And if we take away that 8, we're left with 3 tens, 1, 2, 3, 33 total. So you can see that from here and up in the work of the number bonds with subtraction, you can see that action of having the 10 and taking away the 8. So now I have my 31 and I have 2 more, which is a total of 33. So you can kind of see how that plays out with the subtraction problem as well. So let's do a couple more problems just to get ourselves familiar with this process. So again, this time we have 20, or 2 tens, and we're taking away 8 again. Again, ignore the color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to want to take away 8 from what I have in front of me. So again, I'm not going to take away 8 from both, but I'm going to take one of the tens, and I'm going to think about it as taking 8 away from one of those tens. So you can see again, I'm not physically acting on both tens, but I'm physically acting on one of the tens. So I take away those 8 from that 10, and now I have 12 remaining. So 1, 10, and 2. Or again, we're dealing with students, helping students be flexible in terms of their ability to think about place value. Okay, again, I cannot stress this enough, but if we want speed and efficiency, as we grew up learning, we're going to hand them a calculator at this point. And I know that's not really our goal right now, but to develop some meaning and to be fluent in some of these procedures. So that's why we're focusing on these tens, because again, our number system is base 10. So it's this whole idea of making tens and using tens to our advantage to think mentally about problems. So let's do one more. So let's do 42. Take away 5. So again, I've got 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, and 2 units. So again, ignore the colors, and I'm going to take away 5. And again, I don't have 5 here to take away, so I decompose this object, or I just use my 10 here that I have, and I take away 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, the physical action's right there. So you can see that now I have 1, 2, 3 tens, and 2 and 5, so that's 37. So you can see that playing out. Again, that physical action of taking that 10 away, all right, and taking 5 away from that 10, because we did have that available to us. And so now we can think about what we have in front of us, which is 35 and 2 more, which is 37. So again, I hope this is helpful to you in helping your kids think through their homework. And again, the students will move from the concrete representation, unifix cubes or base 10 blocks, to doing it without, but it's really about where they are in terms of their mental ability. So, you know, they'll tell you when they no longer need the blocks, but sometimes they like to play with them, but they will release themselves from having to use the blocks when that mental construct is solid in their minds, and they'll start to do this as you see up above here symbolically without having to use the models. But they are helpful as students first develop these ideas.